Morocco is a country where the ancient and the modern breathe side by side, where the wind that drifts from the Sahara whispers through medieval alleys, and the Atlantic waves embrace a city of glass towers and sacred domes. It is a land of contrasts, but also of unity, woven together by faith, tradition, and an artistry of life that feels eternal. From the snowy peaks of the Atlas Mountains to the endless golden dunes of Merzouga, Morocco's nature is a poem carved by time. The mountains rise like silent guardians over valleys where Berber villages cling to the earth. Their mud brick homes blending with the land as if born from it. To the south, the Sahara stretches beyond sight, its silence both humbling and divine. Here, under a sky of infinite stars, one begins to understand how small man is and how vast creation can be. Then there is Casablanca, Morocco's beating heart of modernity and memory. This city, whose name alone evokes an air of romance and cinematic nostalgia, stands as a symbol of Morocco's balance between progress and soul. The Hassan II Mosque, one of the largest in the world, rises on the edge of the ocean, its towering minaret calling the faithful with a voice that mingles with the sound of waves. It is more than architecture. It is a hymn in stone and marble, a reflection of Morocco's devotion and craftsmanship. Every tile, every arch, every verse carved into its walls seems to tell a story of faith meeting artistry. Wandering through Casablanca streets, one sees reflections of the French colonial era and the pulse of the modern Arab world. The boulevards are alive with the rhythm of cafes, markets, and voices that carry the warmth of North Africa. Yet beyond its urban pace, the city carries a quiet elegance, a reminder that modernity need not erase heritage, but can coexist with it. Beyond Casablanca, Morocco's historical treasures whisper from the past. In Fez, the old Medina is a labyrinth of narrow alleys filled with the scent of leather and spice, where artisans still practice ancient crafts unchanged for centuries. Marrakesh, with its crimson walls and the mystical Jima El Fna Square, feels like a living dream, where musicians, storytellers, and dancers turn night into a celebration of life itself. Chefchaouen, the blue city in the Rif Mountains, seems to float between sky and earth, its indigo walls calming the soul like a painted prayer. Wandering through the Medina Old Town is a highlight in itself. Every alleyway is a photo opportunity. While it's become more popular with tourists in recent years, Chefchaouen retains a laid-back charm. The local handicrafts, such as woven blankets, pottery, and leather goods, are high quality and often cheaper than in more commercial cities. Move to the city of Rabat. Rabat is the capital city of Morocco, situated in the northwestern part of the country on the Atlantic coast. The cityscape is divided among different districts: the Old Medina Historic Quarter, the Kasbah the Udayas, a fortress/citadel with gardens overlooking the sea, and the Ville Nouvelle, New Town. Built during the French Protectorate era, with wide avenues, administrative buildings, residential quarters, and modern infrastructure. What makes Rabat especially beautiful is how it balances its past and its present. You see historic Almohad gates and ramparts, unfinished minarets like the Hassan Tower, begun late 12th century, and the Mausoleum of Muhammad V. Casbah the Udayas, perched on cliffs at the river mouth, overlooking both the Atlantic and Sail. Its gardens, narrow blue and white alleys, and old walls provide a serene escape and gorgeous vistas. Chella, necropolis / archaeological site, ancient ruins, Roman and Islamic remains amidst greenery, museum pieces and quiet corners make this a poetic reminder of Rabat's deep history. Modern town planning. The new town, Ville Nouvelle, shows care and layout. Leafy boulevards, public gardens like the Jardins d'Essais, institutional buildings, and a sense of order and openness. It contrasts with the intimate maze-like alleys of the Medina, yet complements them rather than erasing them. Rabat tends to feel more relaxed and refined compared to some other major Moroccan cities. Because it's coastal, there is often a refreshing sea breeze, especially near the Casbah and river mouth. If you enjoy architecture, open spaces, and a more mellow pace without losing cultural intensity, Rabat is a gem. Meknes is one of Morocco's imperial cities, alongside Fez, Marrakech, and Rabat. It rose to prominence especially under Sultan Moulay Ismail, reigned 1672 to 1727, who transformed it into a grand capital. Before that, it had origins back with the Almoravids in the 11th century as a military settlement. Over centuries, it accumulated layers of architecture and culture from various dynasties. The city has high defensive walls and several monumental gates. Some of the walls are up to 15 meters high. The old Medina is rich with narrow streets, souks, markets, mosques, and historic houses. Wandering through it gives a strong sense of timelessness. Meknes lies in the Cess Plain between the Middle Atlas and Zerhoun Massif. So there's a nice contrast between the city's built grandeur and the more natural, rural landscapes around. Close by are places like Volubilis, the Roman ruin site, which adds another dimension of history and visual beauty. Evening walks in El Hidam Square, rooftop views, subtle colors of the old walls, the fading light reflecting off tile and plaster, these add to the charm. It has the scale of an imperial city, palaces, gates, monumental walls, but also the quieter corners, the spiritual depth, the musical traditions, and the day-to-day life that make it feel lived in and real. Morocco offers a breathtaking contrast between its golden deserts and shimmering beaches. Along the Atlantic coast, places like Agadir, Essaouira, and Dakhla boast long stretches of soft sand kissed by the ocean breeze. These beaches are known for their calm beauty, perfect surf waves, and relaxed coastal towns filled with Moroccan charm and seafood flavors. Inland, the Sahara Desert reveals a completely different world. Endless dunes of orange and gold, silent and majestic under the African sun. The Erd Chebbi and Erd Chigaga dunes near Merzouga are Morocco's desert jewels, where camel caravans, Berber tents, and starlit nights create scenes of timeless wonder. Together, Morocco's beaches and deserts embody the country's magic, a land where the sea meets the sands and tranquility meets adventure. Thank you for watching. If this video is interesting for you, leave a comment and don't forget to support us to continue to make other interesting videos.